Hey, what's happening, guys? Norsky here. Before we start this video, I really want to say thanks to my subscribers for helping me get past the 50 mark fairly quick. Just 1 month ago I only had 4 subscribers, so we've come a long ways already. Thank you guys so much, and I truly appreciate it. And can you do me a favor and hit that like button for reaching the 50 mark? Hopefully we can get to 100 subscribers even quicker. Thanks guys, and let's get the video started. In this video we're gonna go over a few possible DLC 1 guns that could be added into Battlefield 1. Now, none of these are confirmed DLC weapons. I'm just giving my opinion on what guns I think are likely to be added in at some point through the DLC season. Starting with the Shosha. The Shosha is an LMG that originated from France and was produced between 1915 and 1922. A total of 262,000 of these bad boys were manufactured from December 1915 up until the end of World War I in November 1918. The Shawshank machine rifle was one of the first light, automatic rifle caliber weapons designed to be carried and fired by a single operator and an assistant without a heavy tripod or a team of gunners. It's still pretty heavy and it weighs 20 pounds. It has a slow rate of fire of 240 rounds per minute with a muzzle velocity of 630 meters per second. The range where this gun is most effective was at around 200 meters and could hit targets at a maximum range up to 2,000 meters. And for clip size, it had a 20 round magazine. This gun has been considered one of the least reliable guns from World War I. If this gun was ever added in, it would be the slowest firing LMG in the game. So I'm guessing the damage would be super strong in this gun and probably very accurate. I personally think that it's very likely that this gun will be added through DLC at some point. Most likely DLC 1, mainly because it was widely used in World War I, and also because it's already confirmed that they're adding the French into Battlefield 1. I'm actually surprised that it wasn't a starter gun from Battlefield 1, but this would make for an interesting addition. Next we have the Arisaka. Now there are quite a few different types of Arisakas. The most likely one to be added into Battlefield 1 in my opinion would be the Arisaka Type 38, because this gun was widely used among many countries during World War I. The design was adopted by the Imperial Japanese Army in 1905, and was the 38th year of the Meiji period, hence the Type 38, and served from there up until the end of 1945. It was designed in Japan, and production began in 1906 up until 1945, like I said. The total amount of these that were made was a staggering 3.4 million. It weighed around 9.2 pounds and had a rate of fire of 10 to 15 rounds per minute. The muzzle velocity on this was 762 meters per second, and its most effective firing range, or its sweet spot, was between 366 meters to 457 meters. It could reach a maximum distance of 2,377 meters accurately, and it had a 5-round magazine size. This gun would most likely be added in the Scout class. There's not a lot that really stands out on this gun except that it was commonly used and was just a solid weapon for the most part. It does have a very slow rate of fire, which would make this gun less desirable to play with. I'm sure they would make this gun a one-hit kill from most ranges just to compensate for the slow fire rate. I'm not really sure how likely it is that they'll add this gun in DLC 1, but I'm pretty sure that they'll add it in at some point because the Japanese were definitely a factor in World War I. Another possible DLC gun that we could get is the Farquhar Hill P1918 rifle. This gun originated in Britain and was one of the first automatic rifles designed in the early 20th century. If we ever got this gun, I feel like it would go in the support or medic class. I'm not sure if it'd be good though. The point in time that they finished designing and manufacturing this gun, World War I was over, so it really never got much use outside of the prototypes. It would also depend on if we got the 20 round drum magazine or its 65 round drum magazine. If we got the 65 drum magazine, I personally think that this would make the gun a lot better, because with a rate of fire of 700, reloading wouldn't be that much of an issue at 65, like it would be if it's only at 20. If it was the 20 round drum, it would be a lot like the bar then, and you always have to reload a lot with the bar. The bar is good, but I don't know if the P1918 would be as good with only 20. This would definitely be a hit or miss gun if they added it in, so either really good or really bad. Moving on to another possible DLC weapon that we could see, and that would be the Carcane M91. This gun originated in Italy and began production in 1891 through 1945, and a total of 2 to 3 million were produced of all variants combined. It's a bolt-action rifle that would probably go in the Scout class. It weighs a total of 8.6 pounds and has a muzzle velocity of 700 meters per second. The sweet spot for range is around 1,000 meters, and this gun has a 6-round integral magazine loaded with an N-block clip. The M91 was used in both rifle and carbine form by most Italian troops during the First World War, and by Italian and some German forces during the Second World War. An interesting fact is that this was the type of gun that was used to assassinate John F. Kennedy. I feel like this gun will be added into Battlefield 1 eventually because they don't have many Italian guns, and it was one of the Italians' primary weapons during World War I, so you think they would add it. Moving on to the last gun I believe might be in future DLC is the Federov Avtomatssault. The Federov is an automatic rifle that originated in Russia, and a total of 3,200 Federov rifles were manufactured between 1915 and 1924. The vast majority of them were made after 1920. The weapon did see combat in World War I, but was used more substantially in the Russian Civil War. The weight is around 9.7 pounds, and it has a rate of fire of 300 to 400 rounds per minute with a muzzle velocity of 654 meters per second, and has a 25 round detachable box magazine. The Fedorov design is actually somewhat based off the Shasha, and this gun is considered by some the first assault rifle ever created. I'm guessing this gun would be added to the medic class or assault class. Probably the medic class because this gun is somewhat similar to the Regati and the M1907 SL Sweeper. I personally think if they add this gun it would probably dominate. I think it'd basically become a better version of the Sweeper because it has a slightly quicker fire rate and a bigger magazine than the Sweeper. It's just a wild guess, but I think it'll be added in. Like I said earlier, they're adding the French into the game, and they're also adding the Russian Empire into the game. So watch out for this gun. Hopefully we might see some of these weapons in the future in Battlefield 1. And let me know in the comments which guns you want to see in Battlefield 1's DLC. Anyways, that's the video, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe for more awesome Battlefield 1 content. And I also want to say thanks again for helping me reach 50 subscribers. It really means a lot to me, and I appreciate it a lot. Thanks, guys, and I'll catch you later.